Alright guys, so I'm on the final stages, the final stage of the wagon restoration. After I got the alignment, I took it out for a test drive, and that gave me a chance to test out the brakes, see what it felt like. Suspension felt great because obviously I've rebuilt all that. Tested the brakes, and I felt a little dragging on the passenger side front caliper. So I have removed the caliper. That's just some brake fluid with the hose in the brake fluid so it doesn't drain out everywhere. But I removed the caliper with the intention of rebuilding both front calipers, and here we go. This half cleaned up really nice. The piston cleaned up super nice, and the inside cleaned up really nice. However, the other half, let me get around all these cars and parts here. The other half, this piston is seized in the caliper, and it's due to rust and corrosion. So that's no good. Once they kind of get to that point, it's a little too late to rebuild them. Just for fun, I've got it soaking in some Croil around there to see if I can unfreeze it. But in the meantime, I ordered some, those are ATE or ATE, however you say it, calipers that came off the car. So I just ordered some brand new ATE calipers. This is exactly what the car originally came with. And so I'm going to throw on these brand new, not rebuilt, those are brand new. And they were expensive. But I'm going to throw those on, and then that will complete the project. The rears are fine. The rears only see, 70% of your braking is done up here. The rears are, those things are always fine. Rarely ever do I have to change or rebuild rear calipers. But anyway, so I'm going to get the new front calipers on there and wheels back on, and then this guy is ready for sale. It's a beauty, man. Got about 80 hours into this one, and I got everything just perfect. This is a absolutely beautiful 1982 wagon. So let me put these front left and right calipers on, and then I'll take some more videos. Alright, we're done with the brake job. Got some brand new ATE calipers on there. They really look great. The rotors were new too, but you can see where the brake pads started to wear off that protective coating. It's almost all the way gone. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, this one's almost worn all the way off too. But yeah, those calipers look great. And that was original manufacturer, so I feel good putting these on the car. Hey guys, I'm just doing some finishing touches on the wagon. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this issue, but a lot of these old 123 chassis, when you shut the door, it'll shut, but see, it won't catch. Now, let me show you what a door that shuts correctly shuts like. You don't have to put much force in it, and the door shuts well. Now, the reason they do that is because on the striker, you see this very small rubber tab right here. And that rubber tab hits the striker right before the door shuts, and it causes it to open up and latch smoothly. See how smooth that shuts? Well, on most of these cars, you will see, let's check this passenger side. That little rubber tab has deteriorated and come off. Well, there's a company, and so when you shut the door now, let's see. See, it won't catch. So you have to slam it or just shut it. You have to shut it a little harder. Well, there's a company in Thailand that is remanufacturing those pieces. So you can see here's the front door striker. I just removed it. And once you remove it, you can just slip out the striker, this rubber piece. And then you pop in, there you go, you can see how I've popped in the replacement piece. There's that little tab. And then once you do that, you just slide this back in. There we go. Now, see that little tab is back in place, and that little bitty tab there is what hits the striker right before it shuts and causes the door to shut with very little force. So I'm going to reinstall this, and I'll show you. The driver's side is already done. So I'll reinstall this and then show you guys how it operates. Okay, I have the original Mercedes striker reinstalled, and you can see, let me turn on the light, there's the fresh rubber tab that was installed in there. The reason I just ordered this tab, because this striker is very high quality. The aftermarket stuff is not very good. So you get to keep your original striker and just install that little rubber piece that's missing. So also, before I do it, I take a little pin and I mark around the edges. So that way when I remove it and put it back on, I know it's in exactly the same spot, because you have some adjustment room here. And it was already pre-aligned at the factory. So now that that is installed, I can just lightly shut the door. And see how good it shuts? See, you don't have to slam it. And that is how you fix that issue of having to slam Mercedes doors. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this on the rest of the car. Guys, so there's one video that I lost. I don't know where it went. And what I wanted to show you, it was about the cruise control module that's under the dash. And here it is. This is what I had restored. Here's the original out of the car. I just wrote 82-300 TD on it. And there's a company that actually, you send these in as a core, and you see these little tabs here. They open the tabs up. There's one right there too. And they pull out the circuit board and they restore the capacitors and resistors. They replace them, because those, what happens, the reason the cars don't hold cruise control is those capacitors and resistors go out of spec. And basically there's the part number, and it cost $100 to have these refurbished. So that's what I wanted to show you. And also, I've never asked anybody to like or subscribe on my channel, but I see guys doing that on YouTube all the time, and apparently their channels grow. I've got, I don't know, 2,000 of you guys are subscribing to my channel right now. And let's try to get it a little higher. So hit the subscribe button and like the video, and I'll keep the Mercedes restoration videos coming. Thanks. Alright guys, after a couple of months of getting everything absolutely perfect on this wagon, I'm going to take it out for a test spin. See, there's the exhaust manifold. I'm touching it right now, so just to prove to you that it's a cold engine, you definitely wouldn't want to put your hands down there and touch that. So I'm going to do a, there you go. I'm going to do a, it's definitely a cold engine. I'm going to do a cold start and take this thing for a test drive. And I just installed the new cruise control module that I had restored. So we're going to do a cold start here, let the glow plugs go. Bam, there we go. Alright guys, I just got the new cruise control module installed, and it works beautifully. I'm going to get up to about 40 miles an hour here. Now I'm going to hit the cruise. Alright, cruise is on. There is no foot on the accelerator, and that is so awesome. They work great once they're restored. And I'm going to accelerate just a little bit by pushing this lever over here. And there you go. It accelerates with no foot on the pedal. So rewarding. Anyway, the old wagon is running great. I am finally done with the restoration. I have covered everything on this vehicle and it's absolutely incredible to drive. Let's make sure no cars are coming here. Yeah, it really runs great. And that cruise control module works perfect. And the new front suspension, I mean, every single bushing on the front end is brand new and it feels awesome. Feels like it did from the factory. The suspension and shocks, bushings, springs, runs absolutely great. I'm going to play around with this cruise control again. Let's see. I think you have to beat a certain speed for it to kick in. I'm going to try like below 40. Oh yeah, it actually comes in below 40 also. That was like 38. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the house and clean it up a little bit. And this car is for sale at Woods and Barclay Automotive.